Want a business you love that pays you well? Want a lifestyle where you can do what you want, when you want? Then you are in the right spot. It's time to overcome online overwhelm with OnlineMasterPlanSeries.com. Here's your host and one of the OMS mentors, Laura Wage.
Andrew, one thing that we all know, in fact, this even affects the OMS mentors, is that there are times in every entrepreneur's life when overwhelm just creeps in. It just does. And when that happens, oftentimes it opens the door to fear and doubt. So I want to know from you, what is one tip that you would share with our listeners for being able to push through and overcome those tougher times in business?
Yeah, Laura, it certainly does, and we're no exception. All the OMS mentors have all had that that time, and it happens all the time. Regularly we get in overwhelm, and we look at it and go, "Wow, how do we even achieve what we're supposed to achieve?" That is a list that's just too big to tackle, and this is one of those things that happens regularly. So what I do is I go back to my little goals and say, "Okay, how can I get through this? What is the minimum thing that I need to do to make a forward step? What do I need to do to make that step, take that step forward to get through this particular goal?" So, or this overwhelm. So I make sure that I've got my little goals there. I pull out my little goal sheet and say, what is the most important part? Let's check that off. And when I've done that, yay, I've done it as a win. Move on to the next part. I don't look at it. When I notice myself going into overwhelm, I just take a step back and say, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's no need to get into overwhelm. Let's just do one piece at a time. If you're going to drive from one city to another, and let's say it's 1,000 miles away, you're not going to wait for all of the lights to be green before you leave home. You're going to hit some red lights somewhere along the way. Just deal with it as you go. Take that step. So begin the journey and cross that bridge when it comes to it. Do those steps, mark them off, achieve that little bit, and then continue on. Don't let that overwhelm stop you in that journey.
I think it's such a great point that you bring up, and I love your analogy about the green lights, because the truth is if you waited to take that journey until all lights were green, you would never, ever get there, ever. And business is no different. The only way that you will reach your goal is if you do it one step at a time. And it is true. It affects all of us. And I think we're really fortunate that we have each other, because not only do the OMS mentors have this business unit that we have built that we help other people, but we've helped each other by being able to have accountability with one another, being able to have somebody that'll check in with you and say, hey, wait, why are you getting overwhelmed? If you do A, B, C, and D, it's just 3 steps. You could do it. It's easy. You can tackle it. And sometimes the things that are in our way, the hurdles that we have to overcome, they're really bigger in our minds than they are in reality. And being able to do things one step at a time helps you refocus on the true size of those hurdles versus the way that your mind has twisted them into being much bigger than they are.
That's it for this episode. Don't let your next promising idea stop dead in its tracks because your overwhelm gets in the way. You need our free tips. Head on over to OvercomeOnlineOverwhelm.com now.